says we are live. Let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early. Quick post-fight reaction to Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. Man, this was a good one here. This was a good one, man. Real good fight. Evenly matched guys, man. They was in there thumping. Them boys is up in there thumping like somebody, man. They was fighting for their family name, I'll tell you that. Definitely fighting for their family name, man. Excellent fight. Congratulations to Chris Eubank Jr. winning the fight. I predicted he would win. I was rooting for him to win. He definitely, man, he stepped up in them championship rounds, man. He was tired. Everybody knew he was tired. And shout out to Chris Eubank Sr. for showing up for his son in the last hour. I think that might have been just the energy he needed to get through that, man. That might have been the energy he needed because, man, that was incredible burst of energy in those championship rounds. What's happening with it, y'all in the chat? I see y'all in here. Growing with Soul. What's happening with it, bro? King Strick, Miami Snoopy 305, Dillian G, Jet Starwin, Del Reeves. Salute to everybody up in here, man. Let me see. I'm missing somebody, huh? Well, I'm missing all y'all, but hold on. Shout out to y'all must have forgot Young Mustafa in the super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the love, fam. He says Chris was drained and Conor still got whooped. He says, laughing out loud, another Eddie Hearn L. Yeah, Eddie, that's what I want to see Eddie cry. I want to see Eddie cry today. But this was a scrap, though. This was a scrap. Yes, indeed. Accurate, what it do? What's up, Autism Boy? What's up with that condo? LDBC or nothing in the building. Dylan G. B Cherry. Yeah, man, this was a good scrap. I thought that in the beginning, I thought Eubank, the only rounds that I personally gave to Conor Benn, because Conor Benn, he landed a few good shots, right, in the fight. But I gave him round 2. I gave him round 3. And I think I gave him rounds, was it 8 and 9? I gave him 4 rounds, Conor Benn. I think around 2, 3, and I think I gave him around 8 or 9, or maybe I gave him. I can't remember. But it was a good fight. The rest of the fight rounds, I gave to Chris Eubank. I thought Conor Benn was missing a lot of shots, in a lot of rounds where it looked because Chris Eubank was so tired, and he was leaning in and stuff, and it looked like he was getting hit. But he was slipping so many. When they showed the replays, man, he was slipping the hell out of Conor Benn shots. I'm like, man, like so Conor Benn did land some stuff, but most of that those shots were slipped by Chris Eubank. Now, Chris Eubank, I thought could have made this a lot easier on himself with his jab. Had he used his jab and stuck to the jab, and I don't know why fighters keep making this stuff life hard on themselves, man. What's up with Growing with Soul? What to do, family? I don't know why these fighters make it so hard on themselves. Eubank could have just used his jab, kept that dude at the end of his jab, took his time and recouped. He could have, like when he was tired, he could have recouped by just working that jab. But hey, man, shout out to Eubank because hey, when he was tired, he looked like he was saving some of his energy for that 12th round, and he went out there and he stood on business in that 12th round, man. He stood on business in that 12th. I mean, he was throwing punches. It was like a little Rocky movie or something. These dudes up in there thumping like that. You said, why didn't he get Bomac? Bomac can't go back over there. Remember last time? Bomac went to the UK and had that gun charge and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Bomac can't get over there. What's up with OG Mr. Mont? What up? Happening with it, Ram? OG Mr. Mont said he had Eubank winning 7-5. Yeah, I had Eubank winning 8 rounds to 4. Yeah, I had Eubank winning 8 rounds to 4, but it seemed like it was closer than that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 7-5 was cool too. Yeah. Conor Benn, I want to hear what he had to say because Conor Benn was he got a chin on him, boy. He got a chin. Either that or Eubank ain't got no sting on his punches. Because Eubank looked drained up in there. He got tired fast. Eubank got tired fast. His legs was gone. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Trey Will, LDBC, and nothing in the building. Yeah, he did put on for his pops, most definitely. He did. That's why I said, man, I was glad his daddy showed up for him in the last hour because that gave him enough energy to get over that. I don't think he wins this fight if his dad wasn't there. To be honest with you, I don't think he wins this fight if his dad wasn't there. The fact that his dad showed up on fight day for him, I think that helped him a lot. You know what I'm saying? I think that helped him a lot. What's happening, beautiful Mount Sugar Tay in the building? Yeah, I think that helped him a lot. What's up, Dirt Game Boss? But this was a good fight. I'm gonna watch this one again here. This was a good. I was getting mad at first. I'm like, man, come on, man, these dudes, man, what's y'all? Because they both was fighting like some suckers at first. They both was fighting like some chumps, like, you know what I mean? Like they both like kind of being was swinging wild, swinging for the fences, loading up on everything, just just like he put money on a knockout or something. Just swinging, man. And Eubank was slipping most of them punches, man. But he hurt Eubank. He said AC Box said the ref was dramatic. Yeah, the ref was, bro. I don't. Them UK refs is horrible to me. They always want to come in there and establish themselves, and they want everybody to see them. The UK refs, like, man, sit down somewhere, bro. Lord have mercy. Yeah, that ref was getting on my nerve, man. But yeah, I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on the fight though, man. You said Eubank knew he had to conserve his energy. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm gonna hear the post-fight reaction from Eubank and from Conor Benn. I want to see what was going through their mind. You know what I'm saying? You said, should we get a rematch? I'll look forward to the rematch. I'll watch that. I'll definitely watch it again. You know what I'm saying? I think for the next time, though, they got to do something about that weight, that rehydration clause. If you're gonna do it at 160 again, fine. But Eubank should be able to rehydrate. He shouldn't have no next morning day weigh-in stuff, man. That's crazy. He won this fight. He should have more leverage for the rematch because I think they got a 2-fight deal. C Mills is in a super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the love. He says, great fight, but the only thing Conor did good was have a chin. Yeah, Conor had a nice chin on him. Either Eubank ain't got no mustard on his punches. He says Chris Eubank overrated. No. Why would he be overrated? Don't nobody rate him. Don't nobody rate Chris Eubank. He can't be overrated. Don't nobody rate him. Brown Boxing say Ben versus Boots. Boots destroys Ben, in my opinion. Because remember, Conor Benn came up in weight to 160, so he was fully hydrated. Okay, he came in the ring at 165. He was fully hydrated. Well, he wasn't 165. Not in the ring. He was heavier than that in the ring. He came into the next day weigh-in at this morning. He was 165 pounds. So he had all his cracking power. You know what I'm saying? And so he wasn't drained at all. Eubank was the one that was drained. You say you want Ben as a Boots tune-up? Hey, man. I know Conor Benn mad right now, though. OG Mr. Mon say Boots would pick him Ben apart. Yeah, he would. Say Spence versus Ben. Hey, that might be a good fight for in the UK. Jerome Toot says, Ben impressed me though. I thought he was getting knocked out inside 6. Now he definitely got a nice chin on him. You know what I'm saying? He took that. Now he got past his drug test. I gotta see what happened with these PED tests. That's what I gotta see. I gotta see because he kind of been known to eat an egg sandwich. So I want to see how this all work out. OG Mr. Mon said we don't have a clue who EJ is at this point. I agree. Yeah, if he got the money right, I would prefer EJ just to retire right now. If he's not gonna retire, then I prefer him to come back and fight a couple chumps. I mean, his fans gonna support it. You know what I mean? I don't know why he wouldn't fight a chump. I'll come back and just fight a chump. Just work out some kinks, and then get back into the rhythm of things, training. You know. Cano Loco, what's happening with it? I Am Legend Boxing is in the super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the support, bro. He says Conor was on that Manny Pack. He says he was in a different skin color in the car and talking hard, taking hard shots like nothing. Yeah, he was a different skin color. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, he came in there looking like Chris Eubank Sr. or looking like his daddy. You know what I'm saying? He showed he was dark skinned. I don't know where he got that extra melanin from. He turned into He-Man or something. That Joker said from the power of Grayskull or something and got darker, like He-Man be doing. What's wrong with that dude? What's up, Joe Townsend? Yeah, we was messing with Act Reach. Act Reach talking about Eubank wasn't letting no clean shots. He said Eubank was punching Ben with them with them rainbow shots. Yeah. He said Ben's still on the juice. He looked like it. I mean, he looked in shape like he was on something. But we'll see. We'll see when them tests come back. If it's anything that's known to man or that's banned, then they'll catch him. Said Ben was wide open all night for the left hook. He was, but Eubank was super slow tonight. Did y'all see that? Eubank was extremely slow tonight, bro. I don't know what that was about, but like I think it was probably because he was drained, but he just had no speed. Like, because whatchamacallit, Conor Benn was definitely open all night for the left hook, but Eubank was open for the overhand right, but Conor Benn instead he kept looping it. Conor Benn kept looping it, trying to, because Eubank had his left hand, his lead left hand down. He'd throw a punch and then he would leave it down. And Stay Ready was saying maybe he was trying to bait Conor Benn in. But I think if Conor Benn would have took his time and threw that right hand straight instead of looping it, he would have caught him. He probably would have caught him. Ultraman is in the super chat with that 5-piece. Appreciate the support, bro. He says egg sandwich. Says Ben got hot sauce on that. Yeah, he sure do. Sure do. You said Ben won that? Wow. How many of y'all think? I never asked that question. How many of y'all thought Conor Benn won? I had Eubank winning. Press 1 if you had Eubank winning. Press 2 if you had Conor Benn winning. I just want to see something. Because one brother in here said he think Ben won. Press 2 if you had Ben winning. 1 if you had Eubank. Okay. See a lot of ones. What's up, African Thor? What it do, fam? Okay. Homies had it a draw. Okay. Well, I don't see nobody saying, well, you the only person, bro. Yeah, I thought Conor Benn fought the best he could, but I think Eubank was just the better fighter. And Eubank, you know what? Eubank outdogged him too. Ahmad Salah said he thought Ben won. Okay. A couple people coming in now saying they thought Ben won. I didn't think so. I thought Eubank won. I thought Eubank won, and I thought Eubank showed straight dog because I'm like, man, Eubank, he done. I'm thinking in like the 9th round, like, man, Eubank is done. He ain't finna make it 12, man. Eubank is tired. He leaning all in. He fighting on the inside. This war of attrition with I'm saying, man, come on, Eubank, you making the fight hard for yourself. Just jab him and be done with this dude. He in there swinging he just in there thumping with him. Like I'm saying, in fighting with Conor Benn. I just thought that was a stupid strategy. But I was wrong because he showed his heart. He showed his will, his determination. He fought for his last name. You know what I'm saying? He fought for his daddy's last name, man, and he did his family proud. So this would be a good rematch. I think they signed a 2-fight deal, so it should be a good one. Should be a good one. Yeah, it should be a good scrap. Conor Benn ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. He fought well to the best of his ability. You know what I mean? It's gonna be personal because both of these guys, their fathers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Their family name, the Benn and the Eubank family and all that stuff. But it's gonna be personal for them. But anybody want to come on? I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Y'all come on here and remember, no cursing, man. Try your best to keep the cursing down. Come up here and give me your thoughts of the fight. Come on up here and give me your thoughts on the Fizite, ladies and gents. All right, let's see here. Boom, man, says he was getting the most of his shots in the clinch. Yeah. Let me see here. What's happening with it? KBGJ is in the building.
Man, salute OG, man. That's an all-time great UK fight.
Yeah,
I ain't even gonna lie.
That's how you feeling, huh?
Man, that was a banger, man. It looked just like their father's fight. I ain't even gonna lie. How it started, man, they started out nose to the wall, man, going hard, bro.
Right.
And they gave us a rumble. It turned into a street fight.
Right. hey, Abel, if that's you back there, let me see. Send your camera on wave or something. Okay, I see you, Abel.
But I really appreciate Senior coming out, man, because he needed that support.
Yeah, he sure did, man. I got a lot of respect for Senior for pulling up on his son when he needed him, man. Because I was about to say, man, like, Lord have mercy. Let me go to the OG, Mr. Mom. What's up, OG?
What's going on, 7-8?
Man, chilling, brother. Go ahead. What's your thoughts on the fight?
I mean, right now it's the fight of the year, in my opinion.
Right.
I mean, that was a banger right there, man. But I mean, I thought Ben early on was loading up on everything, and he was missing a lot of shots. He was whiffing a lot of shots. And early on, Junior was popping that jab.
Right.
So I mean, I thought Ben did have some good rounds in the middle, but I just thought that Chris Eubank Jr., like you said, he dogged it out. The last 3 or 4 rounds I gave Eubank Jr. He went on this side and he dogged it out, man. I mean, you got to give it to Conor Benn, because even with Eubanks being drained, he was still big. He was still bigger than Conor Benn by a good bit. I thought he should have pushed Conor Benn back the whole fight, because Conor Benn can't fight off the back foot.
Hey, somebody got to go on mute. Philip Lamb, that's you. Go on mute. There you go.
Yeah, I think Conor Benn went to the body, man.
Hey, go ahead, Mr. Mont.
Yeah, I mean, if he hadn't been loading up on everything, he probably could have went to the body, but he was loading up on everything, and Eubank Jr.'s head movement was on point. He was ducking up under a whole lot, like you said. He was looping. Ben was looping that shot, and Junior was just ducking right up under. Every time he threw it. But I mean, it was an exciting fight. Like I said, as of now, it's the fight of the year, in my opinion. But I mean, I thought it was a good fight, man. Both guys did their thing, but I definitely had Junior winning that 7-5.
Yeah. Oh, that's Mr. Mon on the phone.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Who got Mr. Mon? Is you with a car phone? Mr. Mon got a car phone? Man, Mr. Mon still got a car phone. That's crazy.
That's old school, man.
I got 2 phones.
Oh. I'm gonna say, man, this man got the 1980s car phone.
Hey, my mama had one in '95 in her.
Yeah, no, I confiscated the phone from my daughter.
Oh, I hear that.
And so I just kept it on.
Okay, everybody go on mute because it's got some feedback. All right, young Abel, what's your thoughts, Abel?
Hey, what's happening, everybody? When I was watching the fight, I felt like Conor Benn was trying to load up on a power shot. He was loading up a lot on his shots, and it gave Eubanks the opportunity to slip and slide underneath the shots. And I got to give Eubanks credit. Even though he went through the weight drain, it really didn't affect his speed and his lateral movement. Now, where it did hurt him a bit is that he couldn't hit Conor Benn with the power that he normally would have. But you got to give some credit to Conor Benn's chin. He was able to hold up pretty good. But I felt that Conor Benn could have won this fight if he did a better job of loading up on one particular shot and more or less using more quick timing punches to try to really take off the rhythm of Eubank Jr.'s mojo. But Chris Eubanks did a really good job of basically timing him perfectly and avoiding the power shots of Conor Benn. Now, the way I looked at the fight was I had it 8 rounds to 4. I just felt like that Eubank Jr. did a great job of lateral movement, defense, and also excellent punching to really counter against what Conor Benn threw at him. Now, would I love to see a rematch? Absolutely. I think that this is a fight that could possibly be a trilogy if they play this correctly, if they decide to go through it again. And I think this time Eubank Jr. should not have to, weight drain this time. He should have his full power at this time and really, really put the work in against Conor Benn. But I think there's going to be a lot of things that Conor Benn's got to improve on. He's got to improve on, not loading up, using the jab more effectively, and then using more quick hooks that really could have, frustrated, Eubank Jr. But it was a good fight. Again, they do good fight, and I would love to see it again.
Hey, no doubt. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, Cadillac Red. What's your thoughts on it, brother?
Man, oh man, the backstage to this fight was hilarious.
Right.
Hilarious, man. First thing first, man, all week, you know what I'm saying? I've been telling anybody that listen to me, I've been saying that Conor Benn been telling Chris Eubank, that's why your daddy don't love you and you cry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, the snout came in the building, nostrils flaring. Say, yeah, I don't like this. I ain't want to be here, but that is my sperm. Look at what my balls did.
Whoa.
He had his Wookiee from Star Wars coat on. You know what I'm saying? He had his police badge on. Yeah,
he came out there and showed out.
Yeah, I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? Nigel Benn, shout out to 7-8 because 7-8 said this in the backstage. Nigel Benn was doing his best Bobby Brown impersonation.
Facts.
Looked like he had a fresh 8-ball in the pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He is too grown and too old to still be talking with a lisp. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of stuff going on, you know what I'm saying, with Nigel. But nonetheless, the fight gets started. Conor Benn come out with mad energy, throwing nothing but the haymakers. But that's how he fight. This is why people that watch Conor Benn be saying he trash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just throw haymakers every time. Every shot can't be that like that, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not confusing nobody.
Yeah, you gotta set something up.
I don't want to be the one to sound like I'm a hater, but I gotta say it because the backstage was saying this shit too. Everybody talking about fight of the year and this was a good ass fight. No, it wasn't.
Cursing.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it was not a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Conor Benn didn't use the right strategy. He did something else. He still won. I mean, not Conor. Chris Eubank didn't use the right strategy. He was on some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? All he had to do was use the jab, stay at a distance, catch the charger bull coming in, because that's what Conor Benn was doing. He decided not to do that. Fight on the inside. Wasn't obviously the stamina and the weight drainage took a toll because you could see that. Both of these dudes is landing heavy shots. Both of them look like they ain't got no power. They're like two Amish men fighting because there's no power. I mean, Eubank's landed some shots on Conor Benn. Y'all talking about Conor Benn had a beard, but it's obvious Eubank wasn't full strength.
Yeah.
KG had everybody laughing. KG said every gun in Chris Eubank's house got birdshot in it.
Right.
So you can't tell me he got a good chin if he getting shot with birdshot.
Right.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't want to sound like it. I'm not gonna hate all the way because the daddies did it, the sons did it. 65,000. They put on the show. Ain't nobody run. Ain't nobody was act like no sucker in the ring other than the ref.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was still a good fight, but it wasn't as big as what people trying to make it because it was some of this. The fighting styles was not of top level fighters. But
let me say,
Hey, wait, 1 second. Let Red finish, and I got to read these super chats, so I don't forget.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying? All in all, like I said, I still would want to see it again. New referee, for sure. And salute to both fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that one is definitely worth watching again.
Yeah, I was entertained. Let me long 3316 in that super chat with the 10-piece. Appreciate the support, bro. Said no disrespect to mother, but a father's love is different. It says shout out to Senior walking with his son into the lion's den. Yes, indeed. Senior showed up and showed out. Let's see what else we got in here. Rock Liggins is in the super chat with that 5-piece. Appreciate the support. He says, when the song "Simply the Best" came on, I knew Eubank was locked in.
Yeah, the crowd went over that. They went crazy over that.
Yeah, that's it, John. Let me see. 88 Sports Talk in the super chat with the 5-piece. Salute, bro. He says the weight cut caught up with Eubank Jr., but he fought. He said he found a way for the W. He says, I'm not mad at the decision. Yeah, I had him winning. Afro Rican G with the 5-piece. Salute, fam. Thank you, brother. He says that $500K fine is outrageous. Great stuff. Yes, indeed. I am Legend Boxing, my brother in the super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the support. He says, let's be honest. The commentators were hyping up this fight. It was average. It's a good UK fight. Man, y'all brutal. Y'all some brutal. What's up with the Stephen L. the Mizak? What it do, bro?
I ain't know nothing. I just want to be on the panel with my brothers, bro. But about the fight, I had a 9-3. I gave kind of Ben a few rounds. That was about it. But yeah, man, he came out on that Tony Montana side, like
Right.
I thought he was about to have a roid rage attack at the end of the fight, though. Yeah, man. Yes. He looked mad. He looked mad from day one. Before the egg, he's always looked mad, bro. But
it's crazy.
You ain't got too much to talk about the UK dudes. I don't really know them anyway.
That's how Nigel Benn fight, though.
Did you see the yard fight? I'm sorry. I jumped to a different fight.
No. Let me go to Bert from marketing real quick.
All right.
What's starting with it, Bert? There you go.
Big 7-8 General. What's going on?
Oh, chilling, man. Chilling, bro. What's your thoughts on the fight?
Oh man, first off, good to hear from you and all the brothers on the panel. Oh man, I'm gonna say excellent scrap. Fight of the year so far of the fights I've seen this year. Fight of the year, definite candidate. I was listening to the Guardian simulcast while the fight was going on, like one of the UK simulcasts. They were going nuts, and then I had brother BFTB on too at the same time. I'm agree with BFTB. Like somewhere around like the 4th or 5th round, both of these dudes just decided, let's throw boxing out the window. Let's just fight. You know what I mean? And that's when it turned up. I mean, it was a great scrap, a war of contrition, if you will, back and forth. Neither fighter wanted to lose that fight, honestly. And it was just good for boxing. I love grudge matches. I love grudge matches with storylines behind them. You know, the history with Eubanks and Benn's fathers. For those who've never seen those classic encounters, I suggest you definitely get in the Wayback Machine and go peep those. They were excellent fights. showed a lot of heart and determination. I'm not sure where either fighter goes from here. I know I ain't trying to spill the beans on what BF was talking about. I know they was talking about Tank versus Nigel Benn. That's not happening. I don't know if Tank trying to jump in there with that guy because he's gonna make Tank look bad. Tank might Conor Benn.
Tank ain't fighting nobody, bro.
Nah, he ain't gonna do that. And I ain't hating on the town because I'm from there. So stop it, anybody in the chat. But anyways, it was great scrap. Much deserved win for Eubanks. I had him up. I thought it was a really close fight actually. So I gave him the 7-5. You know what I mean? So, but definitely.
All right, Bert. We'll talk to you later, then, bro. You have to end like that.
Sure.
Dang.
What happened? What happened?
No, you fell off for a second. You good?
Oh, okay. Okay, no, I was saying I heard Steven. I was saying, all right, Bert, we talked to you. My bad, Steven. But so I had a 7-5 Eubanks and great scrap, bro.
Yes, sir. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Who? Anybody else got any other thoughts on the KBGJ? Anybody?
I'm gonna just add one more.
Yeah, man. What I seen from Conor Benn, man, is that Benn style. Like Nigel Benn fought like that. Like that's how they fight. They was balls to the wall, man. You know, they came out fighting. That's how he fight. His daddy fought like that, and he go fight like that. It's bred in him. And I think Chris Eubank, he fought the smarter fight, and his daddy was the smarter fighter out of Nigel Benn. So I think it's just hereditary, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you saying, Stephen L?
I was saying like Conor, he could have won with body shots, bro. The body shots was killing him. Like what I was saying, when he was getting in the body, Conor could have did some of the body shots, but he wasn't focused on the body shots. Because it was one, I think the 6th, 7th round, he hit him in the stomach or something, and he got all woozy and things like that, falling forward a little bit.
Right. It was a lot of headhunting in this fight, man.
Yeah, I agree. But the 11th and the 12th round, the end of them rounds, yeah, on the ropes, they was going in. I ain't gonna lie. You know me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I want. Anybody got any other last words for the fight before we get up?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get up off here. Yeah, it was a great scrap. I just stayed up here a couple extra seconds because I look good on the panel with the family. Appreciate you, gentlemen. Get up off here. All right, love y'all guys.
Hey, salute,
peace. Hey, I'll say one more thing before I gotta get out of here because I'm actually gonna go see the movie Sinners in about a next hour.
Okay.
But the fight was a class. The fight was a classic, and I think that it was a very good scrap. I think that the skill level could be better considering the circumstances, but I think it was still epic classes of two, fighters that were representing their fathers, that basically were representing the lineage of UK boxing. And I think they did their fathers pretty proud. So, I appreciate the fight, and hopefully they fight again. So, all right, man, I'm gonna go ahead and step out, bro. I can't wait to see the movie Sinners. I'm gonna talk to y'all later.
All right, man. All right. All right, man. Thank y'all for joining. Salute to the panel, man. Much love to y'all. Salute to the chat.
I have one more question. I'm sorry. I have one question.
Go ahead, bro.
All right. So last night I went out, right? I ran into my daughter's teacher. Am I wrong for cracking her?
Yes.
Nah.
Absolutely wrong.
Oh, my God. All right. So live, bro. Y'all can catch me on YouTube, Stephen L. Mac.
Yeah.
Hey, do your thing.
Stephen L. Mac, crazy. All right, remember how to tell man. We up out of here, y'all. Much love to the
salute, G.
Peace, brothers. Deuces.